Hey, TechKnowStuds. You know, when we're talking about risks to a company, what we're actually talking about is risks to the assets of the company. And by understanding what assets we have, we can better understand what risks there are to the company. So asset management is a huge, important part to managing risk. As you can see by our list of what we're going to cover, this module is not very big. And there's two reasons for that. Number one is the company that you work for or the organization that you're working with probably already has processes and procedures in place on how they manage assets. They already probably are tracking assets, at least assets that are above a certain value, because it is an important part of how we manage these assets. So the number one reason is that you're probably going to have to adapt to whatever processes and procedures your company or your organization already has in place. We just need to make sure that there's an element of IT security in that as well. But in addition to that there's a lot of different wide range of assets that you have at a company. And depending on what type of company it is, those assets can look very different. So the other reason why we're not going to get this real in-depth look into this is because there is a whole wide range of what-ifs out there of how we could apply this. So for that reason, we're just going to hit things from a real high level of how we manage assets. So we're going to kick this module off getting into asset management, what it looks like and how we do it. Then we're going to talk about acquisition and procurement and what that process looks like. We're going to get into assignment and accounting, how we assign these assets to specific people and how we take accounting for that or inventory of that. Then we'll get into monitoring and asset tracking, and then we'll finish things off talking about decommissioning and disposal of assets. In the end, you're going to have a broad perspective of how we acquire, manage, and track assets, so that way we can bring it into other processes such as risk management and vulnerability management.